Hey guys, it's me Poppy Rain here, and today we're going to be reading Puzzle Place, Kyle Can You? This is written by Michi Fujimoto. Sorry if I said that wrong. Nope, sorry news. You can't do it, Sizzle the cat said to Nuzzle the dog. Sizzle was Nuzzle's best friend, but sometimes they disagreed. Why can't I? Nuzzle asked. Just because I'm a dog doesn't mean I can't climb a tree. Sizzle shook her head. Face it, Nuzz. Dogs can't climb trees. Cats, on the other hand, can do anything. Anything? Nuzzle asked. What about burying a bone? If there's one thing I know, it's that cats can't bury bones like dogs can. Well, let's go outside and prove it, Sizzle said to Nuzzle. Okay, Nuzzle answered. I'll climb a tree while you try to bury a bone. We'll see who can do what. As Nuzzle and Sizzle ran outside, Sky was busy picking up toys and moving things around the puzzle place. Ben, Jody, and Julie came outside to play basketball. Hey, Sky, what are you doing? Ben asked Sky. My friend Kyle is coming for a visit today, Sky said to Ben. I'm clearing the clutter off the floor so it's easier for him to get around. How will cleaning the clutter help Kyle get around? Julie asked Sky. You'll see, Sky answered. You're going to like Kyle. He's a great dancer. And he can play basketball too. Wow, Ben said. He twirled a basketball. The basketball he had in his hands. I can't wait to meet him. Maybe we can play some cool music and dance, Jody added. Ding dong! The doorbell rang. It was Kyle. Hi. Hey everyone. Come and meet my friend Kyle, Sky said as he and Kyle went to meet the others. Ben, Julie, and Jody were excited to meet Kyle, too, and were surprised to see him using a wheelchair. Hi everybody, Kyle said. No one answered. They did not expect Kyle to use a wheelchair. They didn't know what to say. Really, I won't bite, Kyle offered. Julie and Jody giggled and introduced themselves. Ben stared at the wheelchair. You're in a wheelchair? He asked Kyle. I use a wheelchair, Kyle answered and smiled warmly. Oh, sorry, Ben said. His face turned red with embarrassment. It's okay, Kyle said. I prefer saying that I use a wheelchair. If I was just in a wheelchair, could I do this? He took the basketball from Ben. Swish! In one easy move, Kyle made a basket. Wow, Jody exclaimed. The others cheered. Even Nuzzle and Sizzle stopped what they were doing to take notice. Kyle, will you help me with my jump shot? Jody asked. Love to, Kyle answered. Kyle started toward the basket, and Jody began pushing the wheelchair. Thanks, Jody, but I can do it myself, Kyle said, politely with a smile. Jody aimed and shot the ball, but missed. Kyle thought for a minute. It looks like you're pushing the ball. Try popping it more. Give the ball a little spin with your fingers, he suggested. Taking Kyle's advice, Jody aimed for the basket again, Swish! The ball went into the basket. "All right," everyone shouted. "You're going to be some basketball player someday," Ben told Kyle. "Just think how great you'll be when you walk again." Ben, Kyle began. "I have to tell you something." Before Kyle could finish, music filled the air. "Let's dance, everybody," Julie announced. Then quickly stopped the music. "Oh, sorry, Kyle." "Sorry for what?" Kyle asked. "I don't want to make you feel bad," Julie exclaimed. "I mean, if all of us are dancing and you're not." "Whoa, Julie, hold it," Kyle said, and put up his hands. "I can dance, but I do it my own way. See?" Kyle showed the Puzzle Place kids how he danced. "It's just like how I can play basketball. It's normal for some people to use a wheelchair. You guys have your way of doing things, and we have ours." "Okay," Julie answered with a smile. "I get it." Julie put on the music again, and everybody danced. Nuzzle and Sizzle stopped trying to climb trees and joined in the fun. Ben performed one move that made everyone cheer. "That was terrific, Ben," Kyle said. "Thanks. I'll teach you that move as soon as you're better and out of the wheelchair," Ben answered. "That's not going to happen," Kyle gently told Ben. The others listened. "You see, I can dance, but I'll always dance using a wheelchair." Ben was confused. "But you'll walk someday, won't you?" he asked Kyle. Kyle shook his head. "You'll always have to use a wheelchair?" Ben asked Kyle softly. "Always," Kyle answered. Ben was sad. Everyone watched Ben quietly walk away. Later, Kyle found Ben sitting in the greenhouse. Nuzzle and Sizzle were there, too, trying to bury Bones in the dirt. "What's the matter, Ben?" Kyle asked. "I don't know," Ben said, and sighed. "I guess I feel sorry that you have to use a wheelchair." "You made it sound bad," Kyle said. "Sometimes it is, but people who use wheelchairs aren't so different from everyone else." Nuzzle walked over to Kyle and placed his head on Kyle's lap and whimpered. He felt bad for Kyle, too. "Using a wheelchair takes some practice, but wheelchairs are safe, fast, and flexible," Kyle explained with a smile. "Mine takes me wherever I want to go. People who use wheelchairs can shop at malls. We can go to work. We can even drive cars." "Really?" Ben said with surprise. "Drive cars?" "When I'm old enough, I'll get to drive." "Me too," Kyle said. "But I'll drive a specially designed car." "We also can swim and ski. We can do most things everybody else enjoys," Kyle added. And he patted Nuzzle's head. "We just do them sitting down." "Wow, I never realized how many things people who use wheelchairs could do," Ben said. "I suppose some folks must say some pretty wrong things to you." "Well, they just don't understand," Kyle said. "Doesn't that ever bug you?" Ben asked. "Sure it does. It bugs a lot of kids. Sometimes people stare or push our wheelchairs without asking," Kyle said. Ben hung his head down in embarrassment because his friends had stared at Kyle at first, too. Kyle placed his hand on Ben's shoulder to comfort Ben. "But I know that most people mean well," Kyle added. "I'm sorry, Kyle," Ben said. "I said some silly things to you earlier, too." It's just that I've never met anyone who uses a wheelchair before. Well, now you have, Kyle responded. Ben and Kyle smiled. Is there anything I can do to help you get around? Ben asked Kyle. Kyle thought for a moment. Well, now it is easier for those of us who use wheelchairs to get around. There are special ramps next to stairs in most buildings. There are even special trucks for us to use. But mainly, just treat us the way you would treat someone who can walk. After all, we're just the same as you. Ben nodded and smiled. He felt better, because now he understood. Just because someone could not do something the way everyone else did, didn't mean they weren't. There weren't other ways of doing them just as well. Now I know why Sky is so happy you're his friend, Kyle, Ben said. Ben and Kyle did a high five and joined the others. As Ben and Kyle left the greenhouse, Nuzzle and Sizzle went downstairs to the basement. Sizzle dropped the bone that was in her mouth. So I can't bury a bone like you can, Sizzle said to Nuzzle. So what? Now you know how I felt when I couldn't climb a tree, Nuzzle said. It kind of leaves us up a tree without a bone, Nuzzle giggled at his own joke. You know, Nuzz, Sizzle began. Listening to Kyle and Ben got me thinking. Yeah, me too, Nuzzle added. It's just that our argument was kind of silly. Just because I can't bury a bone like you can doesn't mean I can't bury a bone, Sizzle said to Nuzzle. Nuzzle tilted his head. Sizzle took the bone and placed it in an old suitcase. I can bury a bone this way, couldn't I? She asked. Nuzzle wagged his tail. Oh, and I can climb a tree with a ladder if I wanted to, Nuzzle added. It's just a different way of doing things. Nuzzle and Sizzle realized there was more than one perfectly fine way of doing things. The end.